Hi everyone, my name is Risha. Today is the 8th of September 2024. I'll be going over my weekly prediction for SPY. As usual, I'll be going over the monthly, weekly, and finally the daily charts. And then I'll switch over to the Excel sheet where we'll review last week's prediction and go over this one in more detail. But before getting into this video, it's important to make the disclaimer that all information here is completely educational, and therefore it is important to conduct your own analysis, whatever analysis that may be, to ensure that you're comfortable with the risk, reward, and trading style, and to make sure that you use this video in the way that it is intended. It is not a trading guide, investing guide. It is simply a record and log of my predictions with their rationale. So please use this video in its intended manner. But without further ado, let's get into this video. Monthly charts we can see have changed quite dramatically. I mean, we've seen that it's gone from this type of hammer, this hanging man type of candle, all the way pulled down from this last 2 weeks into a very bearish candle. You would almost call it a Marubozu candle or a shaven head candle. And with that, you can see that the DI plus is going down, but so is the DI minus, to be fair. RSI is actually still going up. I mean, it has started to go down. However, there's no particular divergence. I mean, these are all lagging indicators. So if this month does close down, then we would have a confirmation from the hanging man candle, which is actually quite a bearish signal. And that's what we get from the monthly charts. Now, daily charts, we can see some of this in more detail. I mean, price rebounded from this bullish counterattack pattern all the way up to here, where we had our, you would call it like a dragonfly doji, but it's not. It's still a doji at the market top, pretty much. Actually, at the market top. And there, next week, huge market crash of 4.14%. And there, that's how we can see. But however, it is important to note that the volume was actually going down throughout this entire rise, increased slightly in this week. If we do see an increase of this right here, we might be seeing a downward reversal. Another thing to note is if this price action does continue to go down and breaks down from here, we would have a confirmed double top pattern, and that would be a further bearish signal. RSI has just crashed down. I mean, this last week just crashed. In fact, so much so that the DI minus has nearly overtaken the DI plus. Very, very bearish week. And that's all for this weekly charts. Now let's move to the daily charts. Again, very similar thing. We can see how this was the first day, huge crash, right? If you had sold on this, you would have made a lot of money since this rising window here got filled. So that's another super bearish signal. We are entering into this kind of area now, and this would be a pretty logical support or a sell entry. And I think that's what I have put down on the Excel sheet, but we will get to that. Very, very bearish trade throughout. I mean, we can see that RSI crashed down completely, and although technically we are still, if you draw a trend line, we are still going up. This is kind of a rounded top, and very similarly, if it does, you can see more clearly here how this would become a double top pattern. I mean, I guess you could call this an Adam and Eve, that type of pattern, but ADX is crashing down. It has started to go up. It did actually tick up on the last day as the DI minus is going up, and we are starting to make new lows, and that is a signal maybe that the downward trend is actually beginning, and we might see a continuation downwards. Volume was very high on this last day as well. So there are a lot of things to know. We did break the trend line. There's a bunch of bearish signals across the daily charts, and this again, computer data was lost because I had to switch due to my computer breaking down. Therefore, all of this data in between is not here on this version of the Excel sheet. However, it is there on the YouTube channel, and I've just put the ending balance here. And I put the results that we got from last week, since it was just a plain sell signal. We did have a and that's what I have here. You can see that, and we can go back to the charts to see. Well, we would have had an entry here, and it's gone down significantly from there. This week, we will wait. We'll buy if it crosses 554.43 and sell when it falls below 535.7, with a target of 1% and a trailing stop loss of 0.5%. If neither are hit, then we will just close on Friday. The weekly trend, actually, you would say I would still say we need a little bit more confirmation to we can't just proclaim it as downward as of now. Similarly with the monthly trend. And that's all for this video. Thank you for watching. Enjoy, and I will see you next time.